So, Hexxit 2 released, and with new popular mod packs come along new faction servers to take over. But Hexxit 2 is no normal mod pack. It's an insane hellscape filled with magic, overpowered gear, dungeons, and some absolutely insane bosses. This was going to be a challenge, so let's begin. Like always, we had to find an appropriate server. A quick Google popped up Chillax MC, which seemed perfect because as we all know, I'm the most chillax Minecraft player to ever walk the planet. This will teach you for not subscribing to my channel, you fools! Most chillax player ever. Naturally, after hopping on, I decided to start gathering resources. I wasn't too worried because Hexxit has its own ore generation height map, meaning diamonds can literally spawn on the side of a mountain. This makes gearing up, at least to a vanilla level, extremely easy. The bigger issue would be the crazy modded items that needed several custom mob drops and rare elements to craft. I had my eyes set on grabbing the legendary Hunter's Handgun, as we have seen it's an extremely useful tool. As I explored the desert, I saw a tumbleweed and remembered that they can provide some really useful early game loot. Naturally, I ran over and punched it, releasing all of its filthy secrets. And oh boy, is it filthy. The Hunter's Handgun. I kid you not, the first item that I got from a tumbleweed was the most broken weapon in the entire game. I also got glowing bread, a second Hunter's Handgun, and even a painting? Ah yes, magnificent. Honestly, I was considering throwing out everything I knew about modded Minecraft and Hexxit alike and just flattening the entire desert to get more tumbleweeds because evidently it's the most overpowered item generator to ever exist. However, instead I decided to channel the Hexxit spirit and tackle a dungeon. I started clearing it out, floor by floor, looting what I could. I got myself some better swords and armor before moving on and exploring the land further. At this point, Meatman also joined us as we explored more and more elaborate structures. I also spent like a solid 5 minutes trying to use the audio device switch in the sounds menu. Bruh, this thing would be good if it worked. Bruh, I'm being so scammed. I'm being so scammed. Oh, there we go. That works. As we explored further, we ended up stumbling upon some sky pirates and made our way onto the ship. As I explored the ship, I found some trapped villagers. Oh my god, these poor souls must have been here for months. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that and explore the rest of the ship. Should have not been captured, nerds! Me and Meatman cleared out what remained of the crew, grabbing all of the loot that we could before finding the ship's captain, who apparently tripped out the window or something, because like he was found down below the ship, like on the ground. With my overpowered weapon at hand, we attacked with confidence, but little did we know... NANI?! Barely escaping, we got to a nearby field and made a decision. We were going to tactically advance in the opposite direction and leave the pirate for later. We started trying to find a base we could settle in, but before that I ended up being recognized by one of the players. Welp, now that the cat is out the bag about who I am, I asked the owner whether I could get a YouTube prefix. Let's go! Honestly, as stupid as it sounds, having that little YT prefix is one of the best perks of having this channel. If I ever stop uploading, just message me saying that I can get more YouTube prefixes, and I will be back on the grind for that content the next day. After finding a place to settle, aka digging a hole into a mountain and calling it a day, I tried using an old tactic to kill the local tower boss, also known as Slab Boy. Unfortunately, all this seemed to do was make him bug out, which was rather lame, but oh well, what can you do? It was at this point that the server had a restart, and while in the lobby I discovered that there was a parkour course, and a top 10 leaderboard. I wanted a little bit of a side quest doing the parkour, but after a couple attempts I had the #1 spot, so yeah, no flex, but also I'm basically the best Minecraft player of all time. Get some respect, kid. Once the server was back up, myself and Meatman worked on getting into the end. We needed to get some ender pearls and obsidian, as I had something planned to put us at a major advantage. I was going to do this something straight away, but I ended up having a total aneurysm looking at all the different chests we had filled with all sorts of garbage, and went on another side quest to become the most organized Hexxit 2 player on the planet. Using storage drawers, I created a massive storage wall to organize our base and limit the decrease in brain cells from doing this a million times over. This probably didn't help when Sussy started talking smack in the chat. I could one-shot you. You know that, right? But I won't. I doubt that. No, I'm for real. And then he proceeded to send me his cleaver, which did like 18 damage or something. Bro, this man doesn't even know how weak he is. What the hell? In order to complete the storage vibe, I ended up making the God Hammer and used a new material that allowed it to teleport anything I mined into the storage system straight away. Now that my base was organized, I completed an ancient ritual combining obsidian, quartz, and glowstone and compressing it all along with a diamond to fit it into an item. But Kuba, that's my name by the way, how on earth did you compress all those blocks and diamonds into one single item? Simple, I'm hench as fuck, boys! With the soul stone, I could now trap the souls of unfortunate mobs within it, and with an accompanying soul cage, I could duplicate those mobs. Basically, a magic version of the auto spawner. We created an extremely advanced and overpowered enchanting set to maximize my soul-stealing dagger, allowing me to get up to 6 souls for the price of 1. I then went on a killing rampage, collecting all sorts of creatures so that we could produce any mob item we wanted. I also ended up making some overpowered armor and gear with various tiers of thorns to kill anything that touched me, leading me to sit in the soul cage room letting zombies unalive themselves on me as my experience levels grew. Oh look, I'm taking 0 damage. Hey Sussy, you still think you can one-shot me, bro? Now that we had access to endless experience and mob loot, we could easily make any gear we wanted. But we still lacked one thing, a good food source. I created another soul stone and soul cage in order to produce sheep. I then used fans to push them into fire and collect their cooked meat with a vacuum hopper. Yes, I know. I'm a monster. Now that all my major issues were sorted, we could sit back and enjoy the ride. Meatman started an alcohol production business, selling it to the other players on the server. I sat in my lab creating new combat techniques and discovering new spells. After some time, I was getting rather bored, so I had an idea. What if I asked the owner to host a PvP event? Everyone on the server versus me. The ultimate challenge in PvP. I'd make a video out of it, get some new players on. The IP and Discord are below, go check it out. And wreck some ass. But little did I know what was to come. I wasn't prepared for this. I am sad to say, the day has come. I have finally found an opponent on modded factions who bested me. I tried everything I could, but alas, I was not strong enough to defeat them. Jason, the server owner, agreed to host the PvP event, and everybody in the Discord. I started preparing and unlocking a layer of immortality. If I was going up against the whole server, I needed to try my hardest. I asked Jason what time he wanted to host the event, and he replied with 11 PM EST, because according to him, that's when the server was most active. 11 PM EST was around 5 AM my time. So I wasn't the happiest person in the world, but hey, if that's when the server's most active, I guess I would have to do it. After some final preparations, I went to bed early to wake up for the event. 30 minutes before the event, I log onto the server and see a total of 4 players online. One was clearly AFK, one was there for the fight, and the last 2 were myself and Meatman. When I asked Jason to host this event, there was 6 other people apart from us. What do you mean it's the most active at 11 PM? What the hell, dude? Oh well, no matter. I'm sure at everyone will get some more people online. Let me go message Jason and get him to do that. So, Jason wasn't responding, so I had to just kind of roll with it. I teleported Noah Dandy over and prepared for the fight. I'm channeling my viewers. Their spirits live inside me. I cannot let them down. My people.
You're being cringe.
My honor. My cringe. Let's go.
Ooh, Hunter's handgun. Do a flip. Anything? Oh,
Man's gonna kill himself. Man's gonna kill himself.
Dude. He's got flint plan. Oh my god, his armor's off. What the fuck? Where's his armor?
In my inventory.
Oh my god, how is he still alive?
I don't know. It's kind of concerning. He might have one of those feathers active.
Is he trying to lightning strike you?
So yeah, the fight was a little anticlimactic. Maybe Meatman will fight me.
Go over there and start hitting you.
Go for it.
Actually, no, you have whatchamacallit on that thing. I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, no way, I remember him.
Hey Noah, wanna help me make this video not suck? Not really. So with Jason still missing and Noah rather upset with me, I started weighing my options. I guess I could go kill a bunch of different bosses and wait for more opponents to show up. Little did I know what was to come though. My hardest challenge yet. And my failure. I used my elytra to glide around the map, finding bosses and mobs to slaughter. Weird cowmen, dead. Ancient demon spirits, dead. Spinning butcher, dead. When I was fighting all of these weird cowmen, I saw a green boss bar labeled Giant Tortoise. I've never killed a tortoise before, so I figured it would be a fun mission. I scanned the sewers trying to find it, but after 20 minutes of searching, I thought it was a dead end. Meatman, however, kept digging, and before I found anything else to obliterate, he managed to find the turtle lair. Myself and Meatman charged in to slay this beast. I mean, come on, I was essentially immortal. Had the most broken gear in the game. This turtle was going to be a complete pushover. Oh. Oh shit.
What?
This could be a harder fight than I thought. He don't be doing none of the No, he isn't taking any damage.
Left shift, dude. Left shift.
Being immortal.
Break yourself, bro.
Oh. Bro, get back here. I'm being bullied. The turtle's too strong. I don't even know how you're gonna damage this thing. It's taken nothing so far, dude. He's low-key incredible. I quickly started to realize this fight was going to be a lot harder than I thought. I'm gonna like knock him on his ass or something? I don't know. Bro, this is insane. I never thought I'd struggle this much. He's taking no damage, dude. I feel absolutely clapped. I'm hitting him even with the bullets. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. This dude's immortal. I'm weak sauce compared to the turtle, dude. The turtle's too OP. So this was it. My greatest opponent. The only being that I haven't obliterated within seconds. I used up all of my ammo, nearly all of my tool durability trying to even dent this turtle. After an hour of solid fighting, me and Meatman started tagging out, 1v1ing the turtle as the other prepared a new attack. Meatman tried to use explosives, but the turtle didn't even flinch. Even when we managed to pull something out our butts and damage the turtle, its health would regenerate at an insane rate. Clearly, I had to pull out some more tricks. Using my advanced knowledge of potions, I managed to brew poison-free and Wither 6 potions to hopefully nullify this turtle's rapid healing effect. Drink up. Right, come here, you little shit. Right, jump through that.
Ooh.
Okay, he doesn't even take potion effects, dude. He doesn't care. He does not care. Oh my god, this... Wait, does he have them on? Does he have the particles? I don't think he does. I don't think he cares, dude. At this point, things were looking hopeless. Everything that I had tried failed to damage this unstoppable opponent. I now know what Noah felt like fighting me. Lost. Hopeless. Luckily, I was the only other immortal being on the server, meaning if anybody could take down this oppressive tyrant, it would be me. I started throwing out every trick I had. Strength 6, soul attacks, elemental magic, everything just to try and damage this beast. Nothing worked. I even trapped the turtle and tried to suffocate it using gravel, but that honestly did more damage to me than the turtle. Oh my god, my ears! I even tried to use the pedestal, a block that used objects placed on it. So, for example, a sword on the pedestal would attack nearby mobs. This worked on every mob in the game that I tested, and was actually an upgrade we made to our soul farms, allowing us to farm mobs 24/7. Yeah, it turns out the turtle didn't even register as a mob. The pedestals just refused to even try and hit him. Rightfully so, this thing was a goddamn beast. It was clearly capable of destroying the entire planet if it was let free. I trapped the creature deep underground. Meatman tried throwing it into a lava pool, but to no avail, leading him to quit the fight. I knew I only had one option left. Huh? What's that? I'm sorry, dude, I passed out. I haven't been sleeping well recently, and I got really tired all of a sudden. Wanna reschedule the PvP event for the video? Yeah, not gonna lie, Jason, kinda busy fighting the strongest opponent I've ever faced here. Think everything else from this point will literally be a step down. I wasn't giving up yet, though. I ended up gathering some ender pearls and blaze powder before hunting down the end portal in order for my final plan to work. I required the dragon egg. Okay, I realize I never actually explained this in the original script. So the server reset before the PvP fight actually happened. As in, like, the PvP server got merged with the PvE server, so now it's like a combination towny war server, which is still pretty cool sounding. But, yeah, so with that happening, we lost access to the end, hence we had to get the end again. Kind of annoying, but luckily at least Jason transferred everybody's PvP items over to the new server, which was actually really useful, as it meant that I had access to like all of my PvP gear. I ended up finding the new portal, but there was just a minor issue. Let's see if you can figure out what it is. I swear this is the turtle's doing. He escaped and reset the entire chunk just to ruin me. Jason ended up telling me that there was actually a teleport to the end dimension, which I used and then flew towards the middle island. I defeated the ender dragon, like the joke that it is. Move aside, you overgrown lizard, I have a much different overgrown lizard to fight. I slayed the dragon and collected its egg. Now, you might be wondering what I needed the egg for. Was it some overpowered weapon? An ingredient to produce the most powerful spell Hexxit had to offer? No, it was none of those. I needed the egg to destroy bedrock. That's right, I'm gonna shove the turtle into the void and let it die. There's only enough room for one immortal on this server, bucko. However, my bedrock breaking method appeared to not work. No matter, I will find another. I watched about 15 different videos on breaking bedrock in 1.12.2, and none of the methods seemed to work on the Chillax MC server. Not very chillax of them, if you ask me. I was stumped. Was my plan stopped? Was a non-teenage, mutant, non-ninja turtle going to live on forever and terrorize the poor people of this server while I was powerless to stop it? No, I couldn't allow that. In desperation, I messaged Jason and pleaded with him to remove one block of bedrock to allow me to enter the void. Lol, sure. He teleported over and broke the bedrock, giving me access to the void. Unfortunately, the turtle was too large to fit down the 1 block wide hole, so I had to take a drastic measure. I was going to use the piggy backpack to pick up my rival and plunge both myself and him into the void. Sure, I would die in the process, but as long as that creature died too, it was worth it. I prepared myself before taking the final plunge. I picked up the turtle, and after some struggle, I managed to jump into the void with him on my back. As we plummeted into the abyss together, I thought to myself, wow, finally, after all these years, I found a real challenge. Every server I join, someone steps up to be my rival. Whether that's Super Snack, Cake, Storm, Monos, Iki, Enderslayer, Vow, or whoever else. But in the end, they always fall, disappointing me as all I crave is the taste of a real battle. Yet, here I am, struggling, having to pull out every stop against an opponent I never even knew existed, on the most unexpected server, on the most unexpected modpack. Yet, even this legendary enemy has its limits, and I will be the one to shatter them. Before you die, Turtle, I want you to know I have nothing but respect for you. No other creature on this planet could tank both me and Meatmun for an hour and a half, negate every trick in the book, and force me to spend hours grinding to finally slay you. Thank you for showing me what a real battle feels like, for making my heart beat faster once again, when I had worried that all the excitement of a good battle had been lost to me. As I fell into the void and started taking damage, I also saw the health bar of the turtle start to reduce. I died before I could see the end of my opponent. Luckily, I could respawn and head back to see his dead body. But what I saw shocked me to my very core. He was still alive, and on max health! Bro, this can't be! How strong is this thing? I put on my elytra and flew into the void to try to do something, anything, but the horror continued. I saw strange entities down in the void and flew in closer to investigate before realizing it was the turtle bubble attack. Not only was it thousands of blocks into the void, taking no damage, it was still taunting me and attacking me. I flew headfirst into the void trying to catch up with the beast and stack some more damage types onto it, but I couldn't even get close. I was well and truly bested. My opponent had completely abolished me in combat. Even after I pulled my ace in the hall. Hell, as mockery, the turtle even ripped my Minecraft skin clean off my character. I didn't even know that was possible, but it left me feeling empty and alone with my failure. I vouch, Turtle Scum, I will one day defeat you. No matter how long it takes, no matter how many years I have to dedicate to finding a way to kill you, I will do it. And on that note, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.